So this is a quick note on Cisco. We're trying to analyze as to what Cisco is up to in India, what are the kind of license that they've applied, what are the kind of license that they've been granted already, and what are they trying to do in the 5G space as well. So first things first, WebEx, which is the Cisco arm for video conferencing as well as networking. So they have applied for unified license for access services pan India. What this allows them to do is that it allows them to connect to different sets of networks, that is the IP as well as the PSTN. So with the access license, users can now dial into the IP conference that is happening through their Indian numbers itself, whether it is landline or through their mobile phone number. Um, Cisco, but for Cisco to be able to do this, it needs both the access license as well as the VLAN license. So they need both of these together. Um, the thing is, having access service license obviously puts Cisco in direct competition with telecos, and the telecos are going to lose a big chunk of their revenue. So hence they're all up in arms, and they are opposing this. So because basically Cisco WebEx users can now make voice calls from the app to a landline or mobile number within the Cisco network itself. However, the department is yet to grant the access service license. They have already got the VNO license. Also, this could perhaps be the first time that any application provider in India is going to acquire such a license to independently sell communication services. This has happened in the US actually, where cable operators have come into. Dish, for example, has come into providing telecom as well as internet services. This is in America, of course. So similarly, Cisco wants to deploy their private 5G networks on the premises of enterprises and not necessarily involve the telecos. So private networks are usually the ones that are deployed within the enterprise premises. Uh, uh, so this is mostly captive usage and are not meant for public or consumer consumption. Also, Cisco wants to provide private 5G as a service to enterprises in partnership with SIs, also maybe involve telecom service providers in some capacity. At the same time, Cisco wants to leverage their own packet core and mobile core technology to enable IoT-based services. The thing is, with 5G, it provides a lot of benefits for customers in terms of bandwidth, their ability to slice the network for their specific use cases. This we had discussed when we were trying to understand what Dish was doing. So basically, Cisco is trying to extend that ability of the enterprise to function from the office itself to actually wherever they would like to work from. It need not be just office. So this is the kind of space that Cisco is really wanting to work, and this is what they're trying to bring about in India as well. Of course, there's a lot of opposition that's coming in from the usual suspects, that the telecom operators and others, but the other people like even Google, for example, and Sifi, and these guys are also very interested, and even Zoom, for example, is very interested. They're also eyeing the space. They're seeing how things are working out, and they also want to try and experiment and want to enter the space where probably they can also give out their own communication as well as network services, which is being called these days as NAS, or network as a service. So there are a bunch of these guys like I said, Google and others were also very keen and keenly observing on about these things from the sidelines. So yeah, this is I think what Cisco is trying to do in India.